Yeah, it's been a minute. Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel. My name's Michael, and I've been gone for a bit. So, where have I been? What's the story? We had recommitted to Miniature Mondays, did quite a few episodes of those into the season, went and did some really fun car events over the summer, won a pretty awesome award at the Speed Tour at PIR with the 944. Did Maryhill with Audi Club, and then went dark. Well, there's a few reasons for that. One, obviously, real life gets crazy. Don't need to get into any of it, but you know how things go. Stuff in the house breaks, stuff in the cars break, stuff at work, stuff with kids, and you end up really stressed out. Don't have enough money, can't make it to events, scheduling conflicts, all that good stuff. And those things definitely happened. But honestly, the part that really got to me in the end was having to throw away my autocross season. We talk online a lot, not just social media, but forums and grassroots motorsports, stuff like that, or with friends in person about the good things, the ups, how's the season going when it's going well, how these great battles that you have, the victories, those kind of things. We don't often talk about when seasons go completely sideways unless it's something really disastrous. You blow an engine at nationals or something like that, and everyone knows about it. It's kind of okay to talk about. What we don't talk about are these quiet, I don't want to say failures, but just endings. So let me set the stage for you. I've been big into autocross for almost 20 years now. My first season was 2005, my first full season, I should say. I did a couple of random events before that. But yeah, so this is going into my 20th year of autocross. And I've never been a nationals level driver. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to Topeka? No, to Omaha, Nebraska, wherever the heck it is in the middle of the country. I'm not going to nationals. I barely do national tour. I do the Packwood one up here, and I've done some bigger sites and some multi-club events and things like that. But locally, I've enjoyed having a good long season. And yeah, I've definitely had some successes. I've won a season championship with my local region in SCCA a couple of times in various classes over the years, and I've done the same thing with Porsche Club. But it's been a long time. 2018 was the last time I won, and that was in Cam with my SN95 Cobra Mustang. And for 2019, I had a whole brand new build. That was our Boxster project. You followed the whole thing right here on the channel. Those of you that have been around here this long, we bought a 986 Boxster S. We did all the prep work for it for C Street. And we went and we competed and we did national tour and a national pro solo and really had a great time with the car and did quite well, but didn't win a local championship or a PCA championship or anything like that. Just couldn't put it together in 2019. And then 2020 came, and we all know what happened with that. We didn't get a season. We didn't get anything. We spent a whole year sitting inside of our houses, watching the world burn, and waiting for some crazy virus to kill us. Well, now here we are in 2024. We've survived, thankfully. Not all of us. I definitely lost some family members to COVID, and I'm sure a lot of you did as well. But as far as the world goes, right, we're moving on. Racing is back to normal. Car stuff is back to normal. And yeah, so 20 being a gone season, 21 being a gone season. 22, we were going to go for it and then ended up moving instead. And then 23, kind of just some disasters happened personally, and that season went down the drain. And so 24 was going to be it. It was the first time in 5 years we had been able to actually go for a season and run enough races and be competitive in a car and a class to stand a shot. And honestly, that's what makes this so difficult. Is it was the best start to a season I've ever personally had. I won my class at one event. I podiumed the other two. I believe one was second, one was third. They might have both been seconds. But I was right there on points. And this was at a combined CAM and Extreme Street class, which is very competitive with extremely good drivers, with extremely well-built cars. But my driving was doing excellent. In fact, the event that I won the class, I was the second fastest. The top time of the day bridesmaid, which is the second time I've done that now. And yeah, it was just, we were in a good place. The car was running well. My driving was well. We were making events. And then some problems happened. Yeah, so we had a motor mount failure, and those of you that watch the channel regularly know that we had to go to a shop to have the motor mounts done in the S4 project, and that shop ended up completely screwing my car. So now I've got damaged goods. I've got a car that's got new issues that weren't there at the beginning of the year and ended up missing a couple of races. Later on into the season, it was time to go to Packwood. Packwood is our spiritual home. It's where we absolutely love. It's the national tour that we've been to the most. We try to make it out there at least once a year, every year. Even if we don't make national tour, we do the local events that are out there. Love staying up there and just kind of getting away from life, period. It's a great little mini vacation. We couldn't go. There was a ginormous wildfire. It wasn't in Packwood proper. It was east of Packwood. But the problem was where it was at, it had cut off the east-west highway, and people had evacuated to the west to Packwood. You couldn't get hotels anywhere. And granted, you can camp on site, but when you're a vet like me that's been injured in active duty, and my body is a complete mess. I can't sleep on concrete. I can't do that. I physically cannot do that. Not to mention CPAP machines and all that other kind of stuff. Again, don't need to get into it. But the long and the short of it is we were unable to go to Packwood because of the wildfires. So we ended up missing the local events out there as well. We thought, okay, it's fine. The summer got away from us, but we did everything in the spring. If we did everything in the fall, we'd be good to go. Except for I miscalculated. You see, even if I made the last two races, which were just this last weekend, I would have only made 7 events. Normally, that's pretty good. In fact, there have been years that 7 events was the entire season. However, this year, my local SCCA did 15 events, which is absolutely amazing. I am super, super excited about that. That's really cool. I love that there's so many events and there's so much more opportunity to run and have a bigger, better season. Their rules are you have to make at least half of the events rounding up in order to be eligible for season points in the end. So even if I had made 7 events, even if I had won 5 of the 7, I would be ineligible for final standings because I didn't make enough events. And that completely took the wind out of my sails, and I just had no desire to do anything cars. And that included making videos, even videos of the little ones. So I literally haven't touched anything. The 944 has been sitting in the garage. In fact, I think one of the tires has gone flat because we haven't done anything with it. And haven't even taken the stickers off the S4 since Maryhill. And even Maryhill, I didn't drive, just Susie did. I mean, I did a couple of runs, but we were there for her. We weren't there for me. I didn't sign up for my own driving or anything like that. So yeah, it's just been a bummer. It has been a bummer of a year and a bummer of a decade. And I don't think that we talk about this kind of stuff enough or what it does for mental health and things like that. I'm at a low point when it comes to cars. Not real sure I even want to continue on doing competition stuff just because of how much life gets in the way. And even when you manage to overcome everything in life, then things like wildfires happen and you can't do it anyway. So yeah, that's where I've been. That's this video. And I kind of want to talk about it. So if you've had a downer of a year this year, or any year really, and it's not ever something you've talked about, throw some comments up. I'd love to have a conversation with everyone and hopefully maybe processing this loss together might help me lose this funk and get excited for next year because that would be cool. Yeah, so that's the whole video. Sorry that it's just my ugly mug talking at you. I tried to change the background on all the shots. And I'd appreciate a little bit of discussion, and hopefully I can find that gumption again. So yeah, maybe we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.